What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link could be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. But this video is entitled Is Black America Sexually Irresponsible? Yeah, so I see the commentaries O'Shea and BGS put up about the 18-year-old girl who got pregnant by the serial sperm donor in New York, Ari, whatever his name is, and that's the 50th chick, right? Now, she was 18 years old, living in a homeless shelter, but it was a good idea to have a baby. And, and it's like, and, the backdrop is if she get pregnant, she could probably get housing, but that's technically coming to an end right now, so she's like really on the back end of that. And all of these conversations we've had in the past about the sexual market value, and the conversations we've had about abortion, and people using abortion as a form of contraceptive. Like, people don't, a long time ago I did a video called Does Black Lives Matter apply to abortion, basically. And, if people look at the numbers of how many of black children were aborted in the last 20, 30 years, some of that would probably, half of that could have solved a lot of our problems if we would have just been more responsible and had kids and take care of the kids that we made. But we don't want to talk about that because, as Tony Macy would say, everybody want to sing hymns. It was him, that type of thing, right? But let's get into this part of it. So, nobody's saying not to have sex. Nobody's saying not to deal with who you're attracted to. But what people are saying is, why are you procreating with people that you're just attracted to and you have really no connection to other than that? That's being irresponsible. The unprotected sex is being sexually irresponsible. The tricking people to have unprotected sex, which we always like to skirt around, and is sexually irresponsible, right? The having kids on purpose to get housing and tax breaks at the end of the year is sexually irresponsible. It's stupid to say the least, but it's also just sexually irresponsible. The older I get, I run into so many people who've had too many kids, and now they're struggling because they had too many kids, but they purposely never use protection. Some of them lied about, being on birth control. There's some, some of these issues are not issues of quote unquote the children per se, but trust issues, because the people don't trust each other because, the kids were conceived under nefarious reasons. And somebody might say, well, if you get pregnant, if you have sex, the possibility of getting pregnant is on the table. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, but let's be specific. Ovulation is like a 48 to 72 hour window. And stop acting like, people don't know when they're most fertile. Because if you plan a pregnancy, you know exactly the days at a prime time for you to actually try to conceive. But all these unplanned pregnancies is just all happenstance. I don't know. No. Because on the end of that spectrum, how is it that you keep having all of these, and it's sad to say this because I'm using this as a reference, how do you have all of these shows with all of these multiple options of fathers? Because that would mean that they was having sex in the same week. Unprotected sex in the same week, right? So exactly when is a peak opportunity to get pregnant. Now, move a little forward. Same thing with the fellas, Are we being sexually irresponsible by, you just it feels better to go raw. You see, you can't be one of those cats who want to have unprotected sex, and then you had too many kids, and you saying, they set me up. You set yourself up, because that's reckless. That's just reckless, because to a degree, if that is your MO and you keep doing that, you don't know when these girls are ovulating, because you don't know them like that. You're just trying to have sex. So you don't know if you actually got game, or you're just a sucker of the day that she feels like she might be able to get pregnant by, because it's that time, right? And then you're mad about that situation when you participated in your own demise on that. But the other part is you keep doing it over and over again, and you keep having kids. And I know people who got kids in double digits. Oh man, I'm broke. Well, no, you don't say. What happened? But when you was talking about the lady, you was a lady killer and the ladies loved you, you didn't care about that part then, So, you're being sexually irresponsible, right? When it comes to putting attraction over common sense, I could be attracted to you, but that doesn't mean I want to make a baby with you. I can be attracted to you, but that doesn't mean I don't know other people, were attracted to you prior to me, so I'm not going to have unprotected sex with you, because I don't know you like that, and you might have something, And on the flip side, some of these people have something and they don't mind giving it to somebody else, because there are people out here having sex with hate in their hearts. I want to do something. I want to hopefully give you a negative gift because I hate, women, or I hate men. So I'm going to try to hurt you. I think that's sexually irresponsible. You're not going to fix yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to use an intimate interaction to get somebody to let their guard down so you can stick it to them because you're mad at a gender. That's just irresponsible. Even a situation with this young lady, she got pregnant by this guy, but she's a lesbian. Now, that's irresponsible. She's a teenager. Don't even know how the hell she's a teenager, and a homeless teenager who's a lesbian who gets pregnant by a guy. And you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the kid, and the girl you would can't take care of, because I think she was in a homeless shelter too. So this idea that, I don't need a man type thing goes too far, to the point where you just put it out publicly that makes yourself look crazy because you just want what you want at all costs. Now, if she has a boy, even like if she has a girl, but let's move past even that. When she asks, "Who's my dad?" and she's got to look up all these news stories about how she got conceived or he got conceived. That's being sexually irresponsible when you can't explain to your children how they even were made. Because it's shameful. Same thing I was thinking about when I did the review on Shaft yesterday, the movie Shaft. Shut your mouth. Now, I was abandoned. You know why people keep saying they keep saying they was abandoned? Because one of their parents won't tell them the side of the story that'll make their parent look bad. So you throw one parent under the bus because when you were irresponsible, you don't take responsibility for your part in it. So what you do is You separate a child from a parent, and you push all the responsibility on another person, and you act like you're the angel. But by the time that kid grows to be an adult and finds out the complete truth, basically what you gonna do is, I built so much love and equity with this kid. When they find out that I lied to them their whole life, they probably still gonna love me past that, even though I'm actually responsible for ruining their perspective on life. So to me, that is sexually irresponsible. I'm done with this one. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Uh-oh.